At Togal, we really do focus on trying to help bring our customers value and speed up the actual takeoff process in construction. And we're happy to release our newest function called repeating groups. The idea behind the repeating groups function is that you're now able to do a takeoff on a typical area or section of a building and now turn that into a count. And if we think of it in terms of like a hotel unit, like I have here, right? We have our Studio King unit. And this involves us coming here doing a flooring takeoff. We have to do, cabinet takeoffs, counting plumbing fixtures, doors. It just keeps going on and on. And these are all these little items we have to calculate in one room. And we do have AI to speed up this process here at Togal, but we have to do it across all these units. Well, now with the repeating group function, we're able to take something like this and turn it into a count. You can see here that I did a detailed takeoff, right? I did everything from my walls, my finishes, my flooring types, etc. And what I can do now is turn this directly into a count. And the way you do that here in Togal is you just come over here and hit the plus sign. You're going to create a new repeating group. We're going to call this our Studio Queen. We can pick a color, we can pick a shape, and we can choose to utilize this as a marker icon, or we can visualize it for you within the application. I'm just going to click save. And then I just select this area, my actual Studio Queen unit, right click and assign it now to that Studio Queen. And instantly now this room has been transformed into a count icon. So any other location I happen to have this Studio Queen unit, I can just come over here and activate my repeating group, left click to apply. And as you can see there, it will paste all those same standard default takeoffs I performed down here in this unit. Anywhere I see that word Studio Queen, I can now just come over here and activate my repeating group and just go ahead and left click into apply. And as you can see here, the system will visually bring it over. If we want to play with it, we can go ahead and choose to select this area. We can flip it, we can rotate it. So you have full control over how you want to visualize this data. And we can also take a repeating group and utilize our AI text search and image search to quickly amplify its capabilities. So now I can just come over here and click this search button, type in my word Studio Queen, hit enter. And as you can see here, the system will go ahead and locate all the units that say Studio Queen. I can deselect the two that we just did the repeating group on. And now we're just going to go ahead and assign that text search into my Studio Queen, click convert. And within seconds, I just did a unit takeoff for my Studio Queen across this whole floor plan. If you don't like the visualization being generated there in the background, you can always change your repeating group properties and go ahead and just change it to be a marker icon. And now I'll go ahead and leave a rectangle behind instead of actually showing you all the values that were associated with that room. We have our standard windows called out with these window tags. If we actually dive into the details of how that window is assembled, you can see there's different glass properties being specified. And now, similar to us just doing the repeating groups for our hotel unit, I can go ahead and grab this area and I can right click, create and assign to a new repeating group. We can call this our window type P. We'll go ahead and again use a marker icon, click save. We have our standard takeoff assigned here. Now if I go to my floor plan, I can utilize my AI image search to go ahead and count and identify those windows for me, and I can instantly assign it to that repeating group, getting the total calculations I would need instantly. Filter here, go to for example, our B-type window, and because I created a B-type repeating group, I just go ahead and assign it to that repeating group classification, click convert, and done. When we go to the export menu, so now we're here in our export menu, we can choose to go ahead and group our data by repeating groups. And now we can see those individualized totals per the repeating group we created. And now I can see all the values associated with each room type instantly. My Studio Queen versus my window type B versus my window type P, A, etc. One other incredible thing about the repeating groups is that you have the ability to make adjustments and it will apply to all. So as you can see here, we have our Studio Queen. This is the original. It's indicated by this title here. This is a copy up above. Let's say I forgot to do my cabinets and countertop takeoff. I can come here and activate a classification, go ahead and apply it to this room. And I can right click and say assign to that repeating group, Studio Queen. And instantly that value now gets applied across the whole project to all other instances where that repeating group is, helping you save time, creating consistency across your job, and allowing you to make quick modifications with ease.